Hi church family, Pastor Jimmy here again, and welcome to day 18 of our Daniel Fast Devotionals. Today we're going to be challenged to not become blinded. In horse racing, trainers will often place blinders around the horse's eyes in order to narrow their field of vision. These blinders cut out peripheral vision and focus the animal's line of sight to a very narrow corridor of information immediately in front of them. The idea is that the horses will not be unduly influenced by anything going on around them, becoming solely focused on the direct path ahead of them and not distracted by their surroundings. We too can wear blinders at times, especially when it comes to our faults and our wrongdoings. We can block out our mistakes or our failures and at times believe that they never happened in the first place. These blinders can come in all sorts of shapes and sizes, from cultural influences to personality traits to habitual behaviors. Sometimes our blinders can simply be ignorance or misinformation. In whatever way they may form in our lives, the reality is that we all have them, and we all need the Holy Spirit to help us identify them and remove them in order for us to see as God would have us see, full, wide, and conscious to everything happening in our lives. Psalm 19 is known as a Psalm of Ascents, a poem sung as worshipers ascended up towards the Temple Mount in Jerusalem during various annual festivals. One of these would have been the New Year Festival, and this psalm fits that setting well. It is about praising God for both His creation and the law, and then finishes with confession and some heart commitments for the new year ahead. The confessions in verses 12 and 13 are powerful. The psalmist asks God to forgive him for two things: for his hidden faults and his willful sins. In other words, for his blind spots where he commits sin without realizing it, and for the times when he commits sin knowingly. Both are sin and both need confession, and the psalmist humbly asks for his blinders to be removed as God forgives him for his wrongdoings. But he then moves towards petition and commitment for what is ahead. He asks that the words from his mouth and the meditations from his heart would be pleasing to God, that everything external and internal within him would be acceptable to God. As your fast draws towards the end, use your remaining time to deal with any blind spots you might have in your life. We all have them, and because God is all-knowing, He can draw your attention to them and help you deal with them. Take time today to quiet your heart before God and ask Him to meet you in your hidden faults and your willful sins. If He leads you towards confession, do so. Then, out of a place of confession, commit afresh your external and internal life to His service and glory. Have a blessed day.